Hello everyone, DoneyKebab here. How's it going? Today I'm going to bring you a video showing some of the settings I use in Final Cut for editing my videos, particularly Black Ops videos. I've been asked a couple of times recently like what's good export settings so you can get like a relatively decent quality video to put up on YouTube. So I thought I'd show you guys well, basically what I do, which might help you out, but we can see, can't we? I hope you like my custom Minecraft icons and stuff, and my little background here, and my little... Yeah, okay, it's sad. Okay, we'll leave that. Anyway, we'll leave that, that's fine. Okay, so I record my videos using the Hopage or Hopog or whatever they use for machinima. I record my PlayStation 3, and it gives me a MT2S file, which annoyingly, because I'm on a Mac, I can't actually play or convert or anything. Well, I can't edit with it, so I have to convert the video to QuickTime. So I tend to use the MPEG-4 codec with AAC, and I convert to 720 obviously, so you need to make sure your source video is actually HD. It's no good recording in SD and then hoping to export in HD. It doesn't automatically make it HD, you know what I mean? So this was recorded about 8 meg audio, you know, the usual bits and pieces. Obviously this looks like relatively nice as a source video, so I'll just show you this real quick. So yeah, you see it's not bad, it's quite nice. You can the text, everything, it's really nice quality basically, even though it's been converted. So as you can see, it's not bad at all. So let's go back here again. What I'm going to show you how to do, as you can see, this is 500 and something meg, so we're going to edit it down and compress it and export it and get a 310 meg video out of it, which again is still 720p, still HD, slightly lower bitrate obviously, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So here we go. So what you do is you're going to import it into Final Cut or your preferred editing program, whatever you might have. As you can see, I've got my timeline here. I've got it all set up because I've already done this one, but I thought I would show you like some of the settings I use really quick. So basically I do some pretty basic color correction stuff. So I'm going for a color correction, which is if we just go to video filters, color correction, so you drag it onto there, it'll come up like this. And basically all I do on this one is I just whack up the saturation slightly, just a little bit, just to give us a little bit. You can't really tell at the moment, but you'll see it in the end. You can see it's slightly light around here and stuff, so that's just so I knock that up to, where is it? Yeah, saturation. I knock that up to 120. Depending on the level, you might put it up a little bit more, a little bit less. It's up to you really, but I find it just brings out the colours a tiny bit. The most important ones are the brightness and the levels. So as you can see, it's quite, so again they're found in here, so sorry, yeah, I'll show you. Where are they? Image control, brightness, contrast, drag that on, and levels, drag that on. See there? So like the levels, I have a sort of preset. As you can see, it's a little bit washed out, you know, it doesn't look amazing. So we're going to knock it back a little bit to make it darker, but then obviously that's why we need the brightness contrast. So on the levels, I tend to change the gamma to 1.2 normally, but because this is like a snowy one, I tend to have it at 1.4. So this is like 1.2, which is alright, but because it's like a slightly lighter one, it's a bit whited out, you know, so we're going to go for 1.4 on this one, so you can see there. I don't really change any of these, you can fiddle around with them, but I like to keep it simple, keep it quick. The brightness contrast, again, that's an important one, so that brings it back again a little bit, but you know, I find that's really good. So brightness I put at 4.5, so it starts off at 0, and that starts off at 0. So I go 4.5, and so that helps a little bit, and then I go with 8. Just pulls it back a little bit. I think in all, if you turn all of them off, it looks a hell of a lot nicer with them turned. So that's off, and with them turned on, It just looks so much better. So there you go. So that's the story. I've added my DK up the top here, which is basically just a green screen chroma keyed. So I just chroma keyed. I mean, I can do a video about that if you want. You can find it online quite easily, but for now, that's basically how I do it. And I moved it right to the top right corner so you see the center. I can show you that another time if you want. Leave me a shout in the comments or send me a message, let me know. But anyway, so that's how that works. So basically, as you can see, I've applied this to all of it. It just makes it look a little bit nicer. You can read all the text nicely. It's obviously quality HD, you know. Stuck your pre-roll and your, no sorry, post-roll and your pre-roll on there. It's all there. Okay, where is it? Somewhere? DoneyKebab presents, yeah, whatever. You know it, right, it's fine. Okay, so what we do to export is I tend to use these settings now. They work for me quite well. So I go File, so I make sure I'm clicked on the timeline. I don't know what you do in Vegas, but so you go File, Export. In Final Cut I'd use QuickTime Conversion. So you're going to give it a name of some sort, whatever. Options. Alright, this is the important bit. I've already got this preset, but basically you'd go in here. You might think you want to use H.264, but I don't find that's very good quality. That's a very important point. A lot of videos I've seen recently use this H.264. I don't know, it doesn't really work for me, it doesn't look amazing, so I go for MPEG-4 video, if you've got that listed. I give it a, you want 24 frames per second for YouTube really, you can leave that the same. I go for best every time. You can see it's not rendered because I changed the settings, so don't worry about that. That would normally show you a preview. And restrict to, this is important, very important. Depending on the length of your video and how fast your upload speed is, I would go with at least 5,000. That's going to give you 5 megasecond stream. Remember it was 7, nearly 8 meg when I first recorded it. So I'd say 5. That's what I use for pretty much everything. If it's a shorter video, I might use 6, 6.4 or 6,400. For this, I'll go with 5. I did a video recently, 23 minutes long. It's up on my channel, Minecraft one. I put that at 4,500 just because I didn't really fancy uploading a massive file, but yeah, that looks fine. But yeah, so you're going to go with 5,000 on that. That makes a big difference. You don't want to go like 12,000. I've seen some at 12,000. It's no need for it. YouTube won't support it anyway. It will compress it down. Filter, not to worry. Size, obviously go for 720 HD. It's got to be done. Remember here again, if you recorded in SD and you're trying to fool us with your HD, it doesn't work like that. If it's HD, render it as HD. If it's SD, render it as SD. It can look pretty nice as SD. I do a lot of SD video work as well. And yeah, it looks fine. Okay, here, AAC, always AAC. That's what YouTube supports. Don't use linear PCM. It's massive. There's no point. YouTube just has to encode it anyway, so it'll put it as AAC. Quality best, may as well. And here, this is an interesting one. A lot of people say you should use 192. Yeah, generally, I would go with that. But YouTube only renders at 128. So either way, if you send it at 192, it's going to end up 128. So it's a difficult one. Recently, I did a video. I put it at I don't know. I use 192 just because I'm a bitrate whore. But I mean, yeah, you can use 128 if you want to save file size. It doesn't really matter. 160 is a good compromise. It's AAC, remember. It's not MP3. So AAC 160 would be over the quality, better quality than MP3 at 192. So you know, bear that in mind. That's basically it. So I mean, you can do this if you want, but don't normally bother. So then you go for it. You give it a export. Yeah, fine. Save that down. It's going to render the whole video and it's going to do this. And it's going to take a pretty long time on my computer. So I'm just going to skip that and go true Blue Peter style. Here's one I made earlier. So this is obviously the one that I actually uploaded. I've named it up because, you know, you want to make it known what's going on. So obviously this one I can show you is come in at 310 megabytes. AAC MPEG-4, 8 minutes. We're going to go, yeah, 4928, so 5 meg. And that's pretty much it. I mean, should we look at, let's have a quick look at that actually. So there you go, see look, that's not bad at all, is it?
Here, how's it going?
talk over myself, why not? It's a little bit grainy on here, which is actually a shame because it doesn't really help. But what you find is when you actually watch it on YouTube, it'll look fine. This isn't a bad quality video at all. It's just because I'm watching it in VLC. But yeah, you get the idea. And on YouTube, this will look fine. So come over to my channel and check it out and you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was helpful. Any questions, let me know. Or again, if you want me to show you how to do the green screen or anything like that, just give me a shout and I'll see if I can do a tutorial for you. Alright guys, cheers for that and have a nice day.